There are some items called value added items. So not usual items, okay? For the rice, flour, for sugar, those are not value added items. The luxury items for the electronic devices, when you are going to get a lunch or dinner at a restaurant, those are called as comfortable goods. For that, you need to pay value added tax. Nowadays, you are familiar with that. This is the amount of money you need to pay with that 10 percentage or 15 percentage of tax for that one. So you need to include that one. Both together, that is the total amount you need to pay. Why this value added tax are included in your amount? Because you got your lunch for around 500 sorry 5500. So here 10 percentage tax means you need to pay 550 rupees. So altogether 6150. 6050, that is the amount you need to pay as total. So in each government they will allocate a particular items or particular services as value added items or value added services. For that they will charge particular percentage of tax. That's what you need to pay as value added tax. So mostly, when a product or a service is bought, a percentage of its total value is charged as value added tax. So when you are buying a costly shoe from abroad, so the amount for the shoe is 8,000 rupees. You need to pay a particular amount of tax. So 20 percentage of tax means 1,600. So both together, this is the original price of the shoe. This is the value added tax. Okay, these are not income tax or normal tax. It is called as value added tax. For that product only, this tax is applicable. So after that, this would be the final price of that particular product. So the trader who sells the product and the service provider who are both bound to pay this tax, charge it from the consumer. So the person who are exporting that particular item from abroad, this shoe, they need to pay this tax by themselves. So they need to pay this amount of tax. So thereafter, this is the price after paying the value added tax by the trader who trade that item from abroad to the local country. They need to pay this amount of value added tax to the government. Mostly these value added tax are charged by customs, okay, customs department. So finally, this is the original price. So while they are selling, they will consider this much amount as their purchase price. Okay, this amount as their purchase price. For this only, they will include the particular amount of. Additionally, they will include 2,400. This is the amount they need as profit by selling this item. So finally, they will mark the price of this shoe as 12,000 rupees. So this is the procedure. That means this is not the original price of the item. So while they are exporting that item to the local country, they need to pay value added tax. No, that value added tax plus the original cost of the shoe both together, it's called as the original price of the item after paid the VAT. For this amount only, they will mm, calculate a particular percentage or particular amount as a profit margin to sell that item. So after this is the amount of the shoe after paying the VAT. From this amount, they will decide to get 2,400 rupees as a profit while selling this shoe. So they will mark the shoe's price as 12,000 rupees. Okay, 12,000 rupees. So this is the phenomenon happening when they are calculating a value added tax, not only for the items, for the services also. I explained you the restaurant. You are getting your lunch from somewhere. So for that service, those are comfort services, no? So for that one also you need to pay some percentage of the tax. So after inclusion of that tax, your total amount of the bill is something like this. So you need to pay this amount as final one. So for the services and for the products also, the value added taxes are charged. We will have another example. Mm, you are exporting. You are a consumer. Okay, you are at this stage. You are a consumer. So this product is at Dubai, a mobile phone. That is a comfort good. So the original price when a Sri Lankan trader who wants to buy that mobile phone from here, they will charge that as $500. Okay, $500. After that, coming to our country, since these are comfort goods, value added tax will be included to this product. So after that is come to the airport or harbor of the Sri Lanka, they will charge a particular amount, particular percentage of tax, okay, percentage of tax from the original price. If the percentage of value added tax is 20 percentage, they will charge $100 additionally, $100 to relieve that product out of the harbor or out of the airport. Definitely you need to pay this $100. If not, you cannot leave that item from the harbor or airport. So this is the amount you need to pay. It's called as value added tax. Not only for the items, for the services also. Sometimes for the services also you need to pay value added tax. That is included as a value added item or value added service. For that you need to definitely pay. For normal instance, when you're buying 10 kilograms of rice from a normal shop, okay, normal shop, from there they are not calculating value added tax. This, because that is a necessary item, rice and flour and sugar, those are necessary item. For that there is no any value added tax. Mobile phone is a comfort good. Okay, comfort good. So if you want that particular mobile phone, definitely you need to pay the tax. Not you, the trader. I'm talking about the trader who are um bringing that item into the country. So after paying this $100, now the original price of that mobile phone became 600,000. Do you think they will sell that item to 600 dollars itself? No, not exactly, because they need another profit as well. Okay, from while selling this mobile phone, they need another particular amount of profit for their. So, for an example, they decide to get $300 as a profit to them. While doing this business, they need $300 as a profit to them. So, finally, the product price became $900. Okay, $900. So, we are not bothering about these prices now. You have to understand from the original price of that product, the government of Sri Lanka, they are charging a particular percentage as value added tax for the custom by the customs department. Okay, both in harbor and airport. Yeah, to export a product from other countries to Sri Lanka, these are the one and only methods, by harbor or from airport. These are the one and only two methods, because since it is an island country, we cannot transport through roads. Okay, that's why these charges are really high. Okay, value added charges are high. So I'll repeat what it means by value added tax. When a product or a service is bought, percentage of its total value is charged as value added tax. From this percentage, from the total amount only, they will charge a particular percentage as tax. And thereafter, the trader who sells the product and the service provider, who are both bound to pay this tax, charge it from the consumer. Okay, even though the trader who are paying this $100 at the airport, they are not exactly paying this amount to bring that item into the country, because they will charge that amount from you. No, you are the end customer. So if they will tell this mobile phone is $900, you need to buy. If they will increase the price to $950 or $1,000 also, if you don't have any options, definitely you need to buy that. So you have to know what is the percentage of value added tax at the airport or harbor, what they are charging for this particular item. For electronic items, different. For the perfumes and some other jewelries, different one. For the computers and hardware and their storage devices, for that, different one. For the educational goods, um, some papers, some agreements, some documents, for that, another value added tax. Okay, likewise for item to item, it will change. So this is the phenomenon happening at value added tax. This is not only for the products, it is accept- acceptable for the services as well. From the original cost of the service or product only, they will charge a particular percentage as value added tax. In this question, a person is paying monthly internet bill as 2,500. That is a comfort item of comfort service. Okay, the internet access. 20 percentage of VAT is added to it. So 20 percentage of VAT. So this is the original amount of the internet bill, for that 20 percentage of additional VAT. So you need to write to find the VAT amount. 20 percentage of 2,500. So when we simplify this, 20 on 100 times 2,500, we can simplify. So it will become 500 rupees. 20 times 25, it would be 500 rupees. It is simple. 20 percentage of the 2,500. 500 rupees. So what is the total bill amount? So I told you original amount. With that, you can see here that amount. That is added to it. 500 rupees both together. That would be the total bill amount. It should be 3,000 rupees. 3,000 rupees. So this question is difficult. VAT 40 percentage added with the mobile price, okay, included with the original price of the mobile and 40 percentage of VAT. Now the total amount of the mobile is 98,000. That means I explain you how to use the ratio method. We can use the ratio method or else we can use the equation method. So simple one is ratio method. So when we think about the original price of the mobile as 100 percentage, in percentage, original price of the mobile is 100%. With inclusion of 40 percentage of VAT in percentages, now it will become 140 percentage. This is the original price with inclusion of 40 percentage of VAT. Now the mobile price became 140 percentage. In percentages, this would be the amount. So when we convert that to amount, now the total amount of the mobile price, that means both included with the original price of the mobile and tax both together, 140 percentage is now 98,000. The 140 percentage is denoted by in amount 98,000 rupees. So you need to find the original price of the mobile without VAT. That means only the 100 percentage. That is the original price of the mobile. You need to find the 100 percentage. How much? I'll mark it as X. I'll repeat it again. So VAT 40 percentage added with the mobile price. So mobile price in percentage is 100. With 40 percentage of VAT both together 140 percentage. That is 98,000. 140 percentage is 98,000. You need to find the original price of the mobile without VAT. Without VAT means without this 40 percentage, only 100 percentage. That is the original price of the mobile. So you need to write them in percentages one side, amount, rupees one side. So we can simplify. When you divide the first equation by second equation, you can find the answer for x. So the simplification would be, let's divide 140 by 100 and 98,000 should be divided by x. You have to make x as a subject in this equation. I'll pick x here. So 98,000 remains same. The divide and 100 will become a multiplication. Okay, when you are having two fractions in between equal, you can do the cross multiplication. is multiplied with 100 and divided by 140. When you do the simplification, x will become 70,000 rupees. That means the original price of the mobile phone without VAT, it would be 70,000 rupees. Find the VAT amount. To find VAT, the original price is 98,000. From that, when you subtract 70,000, that will give you VAT amount as 28,000 respectively, 28,000 rupees. That's all for the question. So what we did, the percentage conversion. Then we found the original price as 100 percentage to find it as 70,000. Both included with VAT and original price 98,000. From that we subtracted 70,000 to get the VAT 28,000. That's all.